Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the RotoBaller Radio Waiver Wire Series. I'm your host, Anthony Aniano. Happy to be with you here today as we take a look at the Fantasy Baseball Waiver Wire for Week 14, the week beginning Monday, July 11th. And folks, don't forget, head over to rotoballer.com right now and check everything out there. The main page, the premium package, you name it, rotoballer.com has it for you. Baseball, football, basketball, MMA, esports, video gaming, sports betting, whatever it is you're looking for, NASCAR, PGA, rotoballer.com, the place to be. Go right now, sign up using the promotional code ACES, save yourself an additional 10% on any of the premium packages, whether it's baseball for the second half of the season or for your upcoming fantasy football season. Make sure you utilize the lineup optimizers, the DFS value play stuff, all of the great stuff over at rotoballer.com. All right, everybody. So we full disclosure, I always like to do this, let you know when I'm recording. I'm recording on Friday, July 8th, okay, for the week beginning Monday, July 11th. So I'm making sure I in my head got that date right. Yep, it is the 8th. So Friday morning, July 8th. So numbers can change between now and when you put your waiver claims in on Sunday evening, and by the time players are on your team by Monday the 11th. And we'll start as we always do. We use Yahoo roster percentages, try to keep it at or below 40%. And we'll start with a catcher who's red hot right now, and that's Eric Haas of the Detroit Tigers. Catcher and outfield eligible. Now, if you remember last year, Haas was a free agent, a waiver wire darling, right? Hit 231, 22 home runs, 61 RBIs in 98 games. Well, he's down to 12% rostered right now on Yahoo, and part of that is because of a 233 batting average for the season, only a 285 on-base percentage, 7 homers, 20 RBIs. But he has done damage over the last 14 days with 360 batting average, 4 homers, and 10 RBIs. Red hot over the last 14, and we saw it last year with Haas. He gets streaky, but he does flash some power with those 22 home runs last year. He's hitting 4th or 5th in that Detroit lineup, so be mindful of that as well. 4 of his 7 home runs over the last 14 days, and he's only 12% rostered. All right, take a look at some corner infielders now, and we actually have 2 players from Tampa Bay who are corner infield eligible who are of note. First is Yandy Diaz of Tampa Bay, first base, third base, corner infield eligible. Only 17% rostered and one of the hottest hitters in baseball over the last 14 days. On the season now, his batting average is up to 295. That's on the heels of a 435 batting average over the last 14 days. Now, not flashing much power, okay? He's only got 2 seasons of over 13 home runs, but he is a lifetime 275 hitter, currently hitting 295. He's got 3 home runs on the year, 35 runs scored. He hits first in that Tampa lineup mostly, so it's going to lead to some runs scored opportunities. 18 RBIs, only 1 stolen base. He's a batting average addition, and traditionally he doesn't really play in the corner infield, a guy with less power and high batting average, but that's what you get from Diaz. Okay, 295 on the year, 435 on the season. He's got an OPS of 798. That's with a 412 on base percentage. So if you're in an OBP league, 412 OBP has to be on some rostered. Like I said, only 17% rostered on Yahoo. Staying in Tampa Bay, first base outfield eligible, Harold Ramirez, hitting 3rd or 4th mostly in that Tampa lineup now. He's only 29% rostered. On the season, he's hitting .314, 4 homers, 29 RBIs, 28 runs scored with 3 stolen bases. He's got a .361 on base percentage and a 791 OPS. This is a guy with a lifetime 280 batting average who over the last 14 days is hitting .365. Home run, 6 RBIs, 8 runs scored, and like I said, 1 stolen base over the last 14. 3 steals now on the season. Diaz and Harold Ramirez, similar profiles, good batting average, barely usable power. We'll call it that way. Maybe they push 10 to 15 home runs in a good season, score some runs, steal a few bases here and there, and drive in a few. But if you need a batting average boost on the corner infield spot, both Harold Ramirez and Yandy Diaz of Tampa Bay are available. Also available, now it depends on your format. This one's interesting, but Derek Hall of the Philadelphia Phillies. Okay, first base, utility eligible, okay, and scorching hot. Now, right now on Yahoo, he's lost first base eligibility. He's only utility, okay, DH only, okay, which I hate. So to check your format and see where you can utilize him, okay, I have him in some other formats, not Yahoo, where he is corner infield eligible, okay. Bottom line, he's raking since coming up for Bryce Harper, hitting fourth in that lineup. He's hitting .290 with 4 home runs, 7 RBIs, and 8 runs scored since his recall about 2 weeks ago. His OPS is over 1,000, 1.032. Okay, Derek Hall has been scorching hot, hitting home runs, getting on base, hitting for a decent batting average. I'll take .290 any day of the week, and that OPS is through the roof. So Hall is available, only 8%, that's right, 8% rostered. So corner infield options here. Diaz and Ramirez giving you some batting average. Hall of Philadelphia giving you the power you may need. Now, at the middle infield option, Nick Senzel is one of the hottest hitters. He's right now top 10 hitter over the last 14 days in all of fantasy. Okay, 23% rostered. Senzel with the Cincinnati Reds. Over the last 14 days, he's hitting .395, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, 9 runs scored, and 2 stolen bases. So over the last 14 days, scorching hot average, giving you a little bit of everything, hitting 7th or 8th for Cincinnati. Mostly playing center field, but does have second base eligibility. That's why I listed him in the middle infield section of the show. On the season, his batting average is up to .251 with a .630 OPS. 3 homers, 5 stolen bases, 27 runs scored. But forget about earlier. Look at that small sample now of those last 2 weeks. Scorching hot. And now up to 23% rostered and climbing. Josh Rojas of the Arizona Diamondbacks, type of player I love to have on my team because of the versatility. Second base, shortstop, third base, and outfield eligible. So middle and corner as well. 27% rostered on Yahoo. On the season, hitting .269, 4 homers, 20 RBIs, 32 runs scored, and 6 stolen bases thrown in the mix. A .335 on base percentage, and a .733 OPS. Over the last 14 days, Josh Rojas is hitting .341 with 11 runs scored, a stolen base, 4 RBIs. Moves around that Arizona batting order. You see him hitting leadoff sometimes, other nights hitting 6th or 7th. And finally, in the corner, a middle infield, also corner infield option though, Kevin Biggio of Toronto. Getting hot, okay? One of their former top prospects last couple of years have been a little tough on him, but 14% rostered and again versatile. First base, second base, third base, outfield, middle, and corner. Now over the last 14 days, hitting .289 with a homer, 6 runs scored, 3 RBIs. On the season now, only .229 with a .749 OPS. Overall season-long numbers not great, but Toronto's been utilizing him, moving him all around to give other players a day off. He's hit anywhere between, really, first or ninth. Either way, he's hitting in that wrap section of the batting order. And finally, a couple of outfielders to mention here who have been scorching hot, actually. Alex Kirilloff of the Minnesota Twins. Only 36% rostered. Actually, the highest rostered player on my list today. But he's still under 40% on Yahoo, and it really just doesn't make sense. One of the Twins' top prospects has been slowed by injury and a little bit of ineffectiveness as well, but starting to put it together now. Over the last 14 days, 3 homers, 9 RBIs, 8 runs scored, and hitting .326, hitting 5th or 6th most nights in the Twins' batting order. On the season, it's up to .263 with all of his power, 3 homers, 18 RBIs, and 11 runs scored. He is my number 1 ad of the week, is Alex Kirilloff. He's a guy who has to be played. The pedigree, the prospectum that he had coming into the season is such that out of anybody on this list, if you said, Anthony, who's the one guy you believe in whose numbers are real, it's most certainly Alex Kirilloff of the Minnesota Twins. Also available in the outfield, Jake Myers of the Houston Astros. He's only 3% rostered, okay? In 2021 at AAA last year, he hit .343 with 16 home runs and 10 stolen bases. He's playing center field every day right now for the Astros, hitting 7th or 8th in their lineup. and he's hitting .302 with a .311 on-base percentage since he was called up at the end of June. A homer, 10 RBIs, 4 runs scored. Just a solid everyday hitter, getting a chance to play in one of the best offenses in baseball and hitting over 300 in that. Okay? So, in summary, if you need a catcher, Eric Haas of Detroit, red hot. If you need batting average help, at the corner infield spot, we have Yandy Diaz, Harold Ramirez. We have Josh Rojas, a little bit of Kevin Biggio, also giving you versatility, and Jake Myers of the Houston Astros, all giving you a little boost in batting average. If you need a boost of power, Derek Hall of the Philadelphia Phillies, the rookie, 4 home runs in his 2 weeks up at the major league level already. And the best player available on the waiver wire potentially is Alex Kirilloff, under 40% rostered. I expect this is the last week I'll get to speak about him, as that should go over 40% by this time next week. All right, everybody, like I said at the start, head over to rotoballer.com. Sign up now for whatever premium package it is you're looking for. Use the promo code ACES. Save yourself an additional 10%. Like and subscribe right here to the RotoBaller YouTube channel for all the great fantasy baseball content, including the pitcher waiver wire video, and start looking for a steady stream of fantasy football content as well as the summer rolls along. Make sure you download the RotoBaller app for all the latest news, information, and articles, courtesy of RotoBaller as well. All right, everybody, give me a follow on Twitter at Aniano Fantasy, and we will see you next time right here on RotoBaller Radio. Have a good one, folks.